our tests, ELISA reader, then you get our results. So the red is the positive samples, then the green negative, and also sometimes we get the doubtful results. And these doubtful results, we redo them so that we will make sure that our animal is either positive or negative.
For the moment, the samples are coming through the different projects we are implementing here, and it really these priorities regarding the disease were defined with the DVS, which is the Directorate of Veterinary Services, which is one of the partner of the PACMAN project.
If we do tests for FMD, foot and mouth disease, which is by law a notifiable disease, we transmit our results to the Directorate of Veterinary Services for further action.
But this laboratory is also designed to work with zoonotic diseases, and of course it is also meant to be open to the other faculties, other universities, because it has really the capacity to implement a lot under various of different tests.
This room we are in is called the sampling room, and the main activity conducted in this room is sample inactivation, and sample inactivation involves rendering infectious pathogens non-viable and non-infectious, thereby protecting the laboratory personnel from the risk of exposure to these pathogens that we work with. And in this room, proper PPE is one that includes the face mask, a double pair of gloves, sleeves, and the labels. And this equipment we are seeing here is called the glove box. It is used for manipulating samples potentially containing highly infectious pathogens that are grouped as biosafety level 3 and biosafety level 4 pathogens. That includes mainly Marburg virus and Ebola.
And these are machines. So for these machines, these two, they are real-time PCR, and these ones are classic PCR. So the beauty of these machines, this real-time PCR, is we are able to photocopy the DNA whilst you are actually watching in real time. So you end up seeing different colors to show that there has been any amplification or not. And for these ones, you will then need another specialized room and other specialized equipment to check if there has been any detection of these viruses. Thank you.
So the Victoria project is a One Health project, and it aims at understanding the ecology of potentially zoonotic viruses and the risks of spillover to humans. And this room, the electrophoresis room, is very important for this project, as most of the protocols we use, they use the classical system, which require us to do further analysis post-PCR.
I'm deeply honored to be here today to witness and officially open this prestigious 6th edition of the University of Zimbabwe Research, Innovation and Industrialization Week. I am happy that the University of Zimbabwe maintains the tradition of setting aside this calendar event that brings together researchers, innovators, entrepreneurs, industrialists, and policymakers to celebrate, collaborate, and interrogate the emerging innovations, the goods and services towards industrialization and modernization of our nation. This is more than just an event, but a declaration that the University of Zimbabwe seeks to seriously contribute to the national development agenda through science, technology, innovation, and homegrown industries. The university chose in 2025 a theme which says from innovation hubs to commercial markets, building Zimbabwe's economic pathways. This is befitting. It dovetails with the declaration by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Comrade Dr. E.D. Mnangagwa, that 2025 is the year of commercialization. The Ministry of Higher and Tertiary Education stands firmly at the forefront of Zimbabwe's industrialization and modernization agenda. Since the beginning of the Second Republic, under the leadership of His Excellency the President, Dr. E.D. Mnangagwa, we have witnessed unprecedented progress in repositioning our higher and tertiary education sector through the heritage-based Education 5.0 philosophy. Today, the University of Zimbabwe demonstrates beyond reasonable doubt that they are no longer an ivory tower of theory. Knowledge-based products emerging from research and innovation activities undoubtedly proffer solutions to Zimbabwe's real socio-economic challenges, supporting the national development strategy and building bridges between the government and industry and commerce to bring Vision 2030 into tangible reality. I am happy to learn that the University of Zimbabwe has managed to register more than 50 startups to date. I am excited to be launching today an additional 6 new startups in the field of pharmaceuticals. Upon maturation, Zimbabwe will have access to homegrown medicines to combat osteoporosis, adverse reactions to allergic obesity, sunburns, heat strokes, immunity boosters, and fertility challenges, among others. From a government policy perspective, these startups will enable, firstly, commercialization and formalization of traditional medicines. Secondly, diversification of our national pharmaceutical portfolio. In fact, these are going to revive our pharmaceutical industry, which had for a long time been on a downward trend.
Chief Director of the Department of Veterinary Services, who is a very important partner for us. Dean of the Faculty of Veterinary Sciences, representatives of CIRAD, of IRD, honorable guests, professors, students, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so honored to be here and happy to be here with you this morning. It is indeed a great privilege and honor for me to stand before you as we gather to mark a significant moment in the history of the French-Zimbabwean scientific cooperation. The formal handover of the biotechnology laboratory to your university is not only a technical milestone, it is a powerful statement of trust, of partnership, and of shared vision of the future. I wish to begin by extending my heartfelt appreciation to Minister Mavima, who had to leave us, but who accompanied us all along this morning, and who showed so much interest for our French-Zimbabwean cooperation and for this laboratory that we opened together. It's reflecting his commitment to building a robust and forward-looking national research system grounded in innovation and anchored in the goals of Education 5.0 fixed by His Excellency President Emerson Mnangagwa. This ceremony is not just the conclusion of a project. It is the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter in which Zimbabwe strengthens its ability to respond to animal and zoonotic diseases with autonomy, scientific rigor, and world-class infrastructures. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2019, let's come back in the past, the French government, my government, has laid the foundations for a modern diagnostic capability at the Faculty of Veterinary Sciences. We have funded training, the establishment of the initial laboratory, research projects, and a system of monitoring and controlling emerging diseases for an amount of money at the time of around 850,000 euros.
In the pharmaceutical areas, and I was really excited about the products that we saw. You know, with utility for various areas, you know, ulcers, for, you know, skin ointments, you know, various products. I think among the 6, there were as many as maybe 30 products that have been developed by our own people, youngsters, who are working from scratch with local materials that exist within the Zimbabwean ecosystem. The only other place I have seen this kind of vibrance was some 10 or so years ago when I went to Malaysia. We have matched what was happening here. And there is a lot of potential for the revival of our pharmaceutical industries in this country. What I would really want to see, which is again the vision of His Excellency the President, when he gave us the mandate for Education 5.0, is to see quick commercialization of these products so that they can be useful for the rest of the Zimbabwean population. And then they become exemplars of what our young researchers and innovators can do in order to change you know, the livelihoods of our people. They will make money themselves, but our people will receive treatment for the various ailments that these products are emphasizing, are focusing on. We also want to make sure that the process for receiving the authority for these products to enter the market should be streamlined. We need to facilitate. We can't continue to our regulatory frameworks should be effective, but they shouldn't be constraining to the development of the various products. So we are very happy. We have seen here a high-tech laboratory that has been built, in fact, outfitted with cutting-edge machinery that was brought in with support from the French embassy and the various French agencies that have been working here. We have seen the experts from France, but who are training our people at the master's level, at PhD level, at the technician level to run and manage this very important laboratory looking at diseases in the veterinary areas, things like rabies, things like foot and mouth disease, and others. So we'll have capacity here in Zimbabwe to detect these diseases, and will become a center of excellence for the entire region due to this investment that has taken place. What also becomes important is that the university itself is going on sort of, I don't want to say modernization, but making sure that in all our labs we have cutting edge machines, our workshops are good, so that they can do world-class research. And this is a program that the universities have embarked on, and it's a program that government, with the leadership of His Excellency, is also very excited about, so that our universities are really productive within the context of the heritage-based education 5.0.
Yeah, the cooperation in the domain of science and research is very key in our relationship with Zimbabwe. It has been decades that French researchers are working on the field in Zimbabwe, in the national parks, but also in the universities. We are very proud of our partnership with the Vice Chancellor of the University of Zimbabwe. And in this context, we have been developing these last years a laboratory, a biological and biomolecular laboratory that will enhance your capacities in terms of detection, identification of the zoonotic diseases. So it's all about how can we collectively better understand, anticipate the risks on the cattle, on the human beings, as it is very key to the economic of Zimbabwe.
The major takeaway is the improved quality of both the innovations and also the quality of expertise by those that are developing innovations. I would say our students are getting better. You will see that the exhibition is mostly undertaken by the students, and that shows a great scope for the future of our innovation process under Education 5.0. The other part that you see is actually the proliferation. We have over 113 stations of innovation space, apart from the 6 startups that we've actually launched. So it means in the pipeline, we do have something that the nation should look forward to. In terms of advancement of the commercialization, this is a year of commercialization according to His Excellency the President and Chancellor, Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa. We are following, we are in line, we would say the university is on course to support that. The launched startups have products that can really tap into investments for commercialization. His Excellency launched 21 more startups. Some of them now are in a productive phase. They are at our Masasa Industrial Incubation Center, and the product that they're producing are actually also ready for commercialization. So I would say the University of Zimbabwe, we can declare that through this week of harvesting, we are able to see the actualization of Education 5.0 and to be a marketplace for innovations. Industry, communities that would want solutions can actually hand for their solutions from the university. You will find your best fit and you can challenge us to begin to innovate for industry, for business, for you. And with the high-level dialogue that's happening during this week is also supporting new research questions and creating awareness of maybe things that we do that the nation may not have been aware of, and the contribution of experts out there in our different economic sectors that are now beginning to feed into the university, because those critical questions are what we want to advance relevant and programmatic research.